Welcome everybody to another EU broadcast. My name's Nightfire with 2 E's for Orion Drift VRML Season 1, Week 1. I'm joined by Kirito178. Kirito, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. This is looking to be a pretty good match between Radiant Energy and No Signal. No Signal being a newer team just starting out together, so we'll see how their chemistry is for this game.
Yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes when your first game of the season is broadcast live to your friends and family who are tuning in. And a shout-out to the folks that are stopping by this afternoon. Please do subscribe if you are new. We do appreciate all of the support that does come in from the community. At the end of the day, it means a lot to us. We also obviously want to see you come back for more. We have some NA games that will likely get broadcast later this afternoon for the Saturday night for the North American side. And yeah, obviously this is just the beginning. Week 1 is really kind of, like you said, Kirito, we don't really know what we're going to get. There's a lot of new teams that have been formed. They're getting matched up against other new teams, players that you may recognize from a team that they were in a tournament ago or in a different squad now. Everything has changed at the start of this season in a lot of ways. And I am very much, I don't know, it's exciting. We still haven't had a round 4, so that's what I'm really on the hunt for this afternoon, is someone to give us a round 4. But we are ready to get in to the action. I will let the teams know that we are ready when they're ready. They're doing some sort of circular juggle thing, but whenever they're ready for the game, we will dive into round number 1 and begin the action. Again, I appreciate you all stopping by, hanging out, and tuning in as we do prepare for Radiant Energy versus No Signal. I think they're waiting for the rest of the team to give the ready up, and here we go. Round number 1 kicking off in just a few seconds. Again, appreciate everyone hanging out, tuning in, and stopping by this afternoon for our best of 5 series. We may get into a few other games as well, but that'll be TBD as we dive into the action now. An open goal, potentially. No, the defense gets back in time, and Blob almost scoops it up, but can't quite get control in the corner as Sabi up off the top tries to get it up to the midfield, and we're just kind of battling for ball control here as Sorks drops it and fumbles it into the corner.
Yes, Sorks going for the long shot there. Supernova intercepting it on Mound, passing over to Blob, but Blob's missed it from being tackled by Sorks. We've got Sabel now making his way up the field, going for that goal in on 2 defenders, but he's denied. Radiant now clearing it back up down to No Signal's side.
Yeah, and that one got a little too close to home for my liking. Sable is able to scoop it up and navigate it, carve it over to the corner. Nice bit of passing work here coming in from No Signal as they do try and get through up to the midfield. A nice denial there of that getting cleared, and they keep the offensive pressure going. Andre trying to get a hold of that ball. Will Bob scoops it up, and Sork's trying to push up and intercept. Blobby. A lot of blobs and bobs and things, and very interesting names on the field today. A lot of A's, a lot of supernovas, and Will Bob, a lot of B's and G's. I'm starting to see the trend in the names. The defensive swat away from Virus with a lot of S's. Denies that one from coming through. Blob tries to take the shot on goal, and that bounces in between the 2 bars and finally goes in. I don't think I've seen that happen, Kirito.
It's quite a prevalent thing in OCE, just a lot of those bounces inside of the goal. Now we've got No Signal making their way up. Sable resetting it to Mound, but there's no one there to receive it. Thing with a lot of G's making his way over, passing over to Supernova, who passes it up to the cut from Nest, denied by Virus. Supernova sealing carving, but getting caught by Sorks. Sorks getting that pass off to Andre. Sable just missing that catch. Blob now with the ball, missing out the defenders. It's an open goal.
A huge maneuver there, and they take this bounce pass off the corner. It's denied with a great bit of defensive work in the zone. A good rebound. That one doesn't go in, and finally is tapped through. Radiant Energy squeaking away with a couple of points here, but they are not easily earned. They're hard fought. They're having to break through this tough shell on the defense, and that's a good tackle off the offensive rollout. Sorks keeps it in their hands into an open goal, takes the behind-the-back shot, and it doesn't go in. That would have been one way to tack your first point on the board in this best-of-5 series.
Yes, Thing now catching that pass off of the roof, passing over Donut to Blob. He's going to ceiling carve his way over to Sidewalk, but he's dropping the ball. It's a 2-on-1 here. This is a very even game. I think it's one of the most even games I've seen so far.
I got to agree with you. Two teams that seem to be properly matched at random in week 1, but it is happened nonetheless. And I guess when you have 204 teams, you're going to get some good matches. There's going to be teams that just happen to be of equal skill level without any ranking. And right now, a nice pass sequence there that doesn't quite go in. Supernova can't quite slap it through. And now Andre trying to get control and work their way up. Maybe through the sewers. They can't quite get that ball there. They go past it, and it's an opportunity for Will Bob to scoop it up the 1v1. Sable in goal. Sorks tries to deny them with a tackle, but they shoot past to the corner. And you love to see that the intentional shots into the corners like that. I think that's really something we're going to see more of, is the accuracy of shots on goal.
Yes, Sorks getting that pass off to Andre. Getting it over to Virus. He's trying to set it over to Mound, but Blob is there to receive it. Going for that long shot, but missing it. Sorks in goal to grab that ball.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes those long shots are the hardest ones to make. I feel like, you have the opportunity, but they are still tough. The 1v1, Virus dives right and can't quite get there in time. The shot comes in, and it's really just I'm impressed with Radiant Energy's ball control inside the zone. You are really seeing a solid bit of command of being able to shoot that ball, get it around the goalie. It's impressive to see they're going to go for a 5th point here. They don't need it. Oh, and he'll miss it, actually. Again, the open goal is sometimes the hardest, but still. A Radiant Energy round 1 win as they lock in their first of this best-of-5 series. But I don't know, at 4-0, it didn't quite feel like it, did it, Kirito? I felt like it was a little bit, I don't know, different.
It felt like a lot of hardly won points through that round. No signal really showing us that even though they're a newer team, they definitely still have some of that chemistry that some of the more experienced teams that have been playing for a long time together have.
Yeah, and I am trying to adjust our scores here, so I apologize on that. There we go.
And the ball is in the middle for second round now.
We are ready to go for round number 2.
Going straight into Radiant Energy's hands, going for that goal 10 seconds into the match.
Yeah, that's definitely a little rough. A very early point locked in. And where do we go from here? We'll see another opening offensive joust that goes into the hands of Radiant Energy. And again, Will Bob takes the shot over to the corner, and it goes just a touch wide. Tried to hit that open goal and couldn't. The shot to the high end, the high part of the goal, doesn't quite connect. And you can see they are trying to get different angles on these goals. They are trying to hit them from different corners, the top, the bottom. But sometimes those shots aren't easy to make. So we do see the ones that connect, but it's also interesting to see the ones that just miss high or wide. Because that's what they are going for. They're trying to hit that pinpoint shot just above the goalie or just to the corner of it.
Yes, and for some of our viewers who might not have played 4v4 yet, it is a little bit of a new experience because the goal is just that tad bit smaller, making it harder to get in those close pocket shots.
Ooh, and a long-range shot here from Will Bob that goes in. 2-0 out the gate for Radiant Energy here in round number 2. They've got that first one locked in. And we'll see what happens with the offensive rollout here. Sork's going to take the ball right up to the midfield. Sable's up at the top, and the shot behind them doesn't go through. It's denied with a beautiful save. That comes in. Andre tries to get control and can't, and that was a wonderful play coming in from No Signal. They definitely had a great offensive rollout, but they could not weather the storm of a 3v1 offensive push. And now Radiant Energy are starting to run away with things a little here. Kirito 3-0 is hard to come back from, but they got the time. 3 minutes left.
Yes. Now we've got Radiant back in possession straight away. Sork's going for that save, but it's going to be a self-goal in for 4-0. Sable choosing to bring the ball out himself instead of popping it out. That's a technique that we don't really see much at the moment because everyone's just building speed. Going in on an empty goal, and Radiant Energy scores again.
They do 5-0 for Radiant Energy. They are 1 away from locking in a Mercy in round 2. And I think No Signal definitely are a solid squad. They've got some great plays that they've worked out amongst them. Some really good pass work that does come together pretty well around the zone. It was just a matter of getting them set up for it. I feel like they're really getting interrupted a lot by Radiant Energy in the midfield. It's making it challenging for them to get these passing sequences they want up in the front of the zone once they get there. And maybe now there's an opportunity here. Sable does have ball control, does get close to the zone, but a nice dive out from Krebs, the goalie, doing a good bit of goalie work there. Does drop the ball to Andre for a brief moment, tries to clear it out. That goes into the hands of a flying Sorks, and they're going to take the shot on goal. A really nice read from Sorks to finally get No Signal on the board in round 2.
Yes, now this is going to be a hard fight, but I believe that if No Energy really locks in for this second round, they might be able to make the comeback. Wilbob making his way in towards goals, and it's going to be a goal by Blob.
And I liked the save there. The denial of that initial offensive rollout coming in was really well done, but not quite enough. And Blob doing a good job of denying Andre momentum. And oh no, tries to dive out for the intercept. Does get passed over to Sorks. Sorks gets quickly dove by Wilbob, and you can see again this aggressive frontline defense coming in, just denying them the ability to set up even inside their zone. And oh, that's the open goal Mercy. That'll be it for round number 2, and another round win locked in by Radiant Energy.
Yes, we are seeing a lot of good passing plays coming from No Signal over here. They're just getting those hard to beat offensive moves from over on Radiant Energy's side.
Yeah, it is tough at the end of the day for you to set up when you just can't even get that momentum going, right? I mean, it is just being outright denied, essentially, in these early stages of the round, and they're just not able to get. When they do set up, you are seeing what I think is, again, really good plays. You know, again, really good back and forth coming in on the passing side from No Signal. They're able to orchestrate solid offense that challenges this Radiant Energy team. It's just a matter of do you even get up to their zone to do it at this point? And I think we're seeing some styles develop even in this early week 1 from certain teams. You know, you're seeing some teams really focus and accelerate on pass work. Some teams really focus and accelerate on that goalie in the goal defense, and some teams really accelerating at that sort of midfield defense. It's very interesting to see the variety of styles that this game offers and how they go up against each other as we do get in to the action again. And Blob takes the shot high. The follow-up from Wilbob doesn't come in, and Blob and Wilbob can't quite make it as Andre gets control and sets things up for an offensive push from No Signal. Oh, and what a pass to Toast for fun. They can't quite make the what seemed to be a 180 shot onto goal, but that was a wonderful setup. And like I said, they have the good setups, they have the good plays. Just a matter of putting that ball in goal. Sable denies that shot really nicely, a huge save, but it stays into the hands of Radiant Energy.
Yes. Toast for fun trying to knock that ball back over to Pink's side, but it's just rolling off the edge of his fingers. Blob there for the tackle. Let's see, Andre making his way up, getting around Redox. Passing over to Sable on Ness, but Redox is there for the tackle. Blob making his way up to Halo, and Andre missing the tackle.
Will Bob getting a nice little pass there, and a nice rotation here around the defensive front line. The dive out on the goal. A bit longer, honestly, before that first point was scored, though. 1.5 minutes coming in. So, I don't know, no signal maybe waking up here in round 3. And as I say that, the ball gets intercepted out of their hands. They didn't even notice it, and it goes in behind Sorks, who can't scramble in time. That one is unfortunate because it certainly was an opportunity to get a quick answer back 1-1. Sorks knocks it out for Sable, who has the momentum, and another offensive rollout, and another fumble on the midline. Again there, the struggle of getting out through the midfield.
Yes, getting that... No signal, getting that pass across for Toast for fun. Denied by R-E-K-X-X. Not sure how to pronounce that name.
Rex.
Sable making his way up onto his Halo. Passing over to Sorks, but he gets tackled out of the way by Blob.
That was a goalie tackle, I think. They came out from where they were sitting on front of the goal and tackled the pass, the intender of the pass, not even going for the ball. I kind of like that. You know, again, the tackle focus is certainly something that I think some players prioritize over others, and you do see that impact games in interesting ways as we do get into round 3 here.
Yes, it is very interesting to see an offensive goalie in this game. From my own experience, I've seen a lot of very defensive players play goalie, where they just sit in there, and we've got a goal from Radiant Energy.
No signal.
No signal, sorry.
That's okay. It's like, oh gosh, do I have these teams wrong? Maybe I did do it. Yeah, Radiant Energy has thing. You know. Okay. As an offensive push here from Radiant Energy does get denied. Good bit of defensive work, battling back that pressure because they need to right now. It's only a 1-point lead. It's round 3. There's 1:30 on the clock. They really can use this second point to tie it up and get another chance, or a chance at all, at taking a round here against this team. A point there is going to hurt. A 2-point lead now for Radiant Energy.
In play.
And Blob there for the tackle, getting it across to one of his teammates. Toast missing the intercept. Will Bob over there to receive it. Blob's got tackled. Sable now with the ball, making his way over to Sidewalk. Dropping the ball, but he's getting it around Blob. Getting it into Sorks' hands, but Bob there for the tackle.
Bob, Will Bob. It's a doozy when they all come together to work together, but they certainly are working well together as Will Bob pushes up, passes to Blob. Rex on the back line doesn't quite get that pass either, and time is ticking. 2 points are needed to be scored here by this no signal team, or round 3 is done. And the series is into the hands of Radiant Energy. And this one's close, but now the time is almost impossible. 15 seconds left and the ball into the hands of Radiant Energy. It is going to be round number 3. Locked in by the Radiant Energy squad. A 4th point seals the deal. And that's the series in 3 rounds.
Hold on, it looks like No Energy is still making their way in, just trying to get that last point, trying to make it not as bad. Will Bob there for the tackle, getting the ball off the ground. The game is still going, but it touches the ground.
It's going to end soon enough, as it does. And that is it, 4-1, round number 3. A series that we're not showing here, our rounds, we apologize. But Radiant Energy, nonetheless, taking it in 3 rounds. And I don't know, Kirito, what are your thoughts? I think No Signal definitely showcased that they're a team that's been practicing. They have the ability to challenge this Radiant Energy team, and it wasn't really until round 2 where we saw them just really starting to separate their score by a large margin.
No signal there for a new team, a very collected, very chemistry-focused team. Those passes were just straight to the point, getting into hands.
Yeah.
But they were just no match for Radiant Energy's offensive and defensive power.
Yeah, Blob really a frontline defender there, doing a great job of shutting down a lot of that early offensive pressure, and then everyone else working so well behind it. Fun to see from Radiant Energy, and definitely a squad we're going to have to keep an eye on going into future weeks of the regular season, just like you all should keep an eye on this channel for future weeks of the regular season. Heck, there's going to be more games later tonight for the NA side, so do be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to, we encourage you to become a member of the VRML channel. You saw that we have, maybe I don't know if that's gone out or not, spoiler alert, but there is a lot of great perks that you get if you become a member on the YouTube. You get loyalty badges where you can show off your support in chat with unique emotes, custom emojis, member shoutouts. You'll get recognized during broadcast and also in the credits after the broadcast. All of that's a work in progress. We do have a members-only live chat where when we do have certain live streams like we did with the podcast, you may get priority on questions and stuff like that. Discounted merchandise. If you go to the Exclaim store, you'll get discounts on merch if you are a member of the VRML channel. We'll eventually have members-only content that only you can tune into if you're a member of the YouTube channel, and then exclusive stuff on Discord, as well as members-only giveaways. So we're really leaning in to trying to get folks to subscribe to the channel and become members. That financial support goes back to the casting team, to the production team, and it supports us, the staff who make this league possible. So it really does help a lot at the end of the day, keeping the lights on and keeping us afloat and able to do what we do at such a high quality. All of the bot stuff, all of the automation is made by somebody. It's not by AI, believe it or not. And it's really, it takes a lot of effort and time. So the financial support helps a ton at the end of the day, and we really do appreciate it. But like I said, we're also developing other stuff. So again, memberships, the perks are going to expand. Get in now if you want to. We really do appreciate it if you're able to support the VRML. But that will be it for us here on the desk. My name has been Nightfire with 2 E's. I'll leave you with some replays. My co-caster Kirito. We'll see you all for maybe another game, who knows, but at the very least some North NA games later today. But until then, stay classy and don't subscribe more. Appreciate you. Bye.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.